You guys, quick answer, 5 seconds. If there was one player you walk into an LA Fitness and it's an NFL player you guys can take on in a pickup game, who would you dream to have standing there?
I'll go Cam Newton.
Yeah?
I want to see if he got some skills on the hoop court.
I'm going to go Kirk Cousins. Double knee brace, double elbow brace, headband, rec specs, everything. That's
the cable guy?
That's exactly right.
Imagining being like Josh from Bridgeville. No, just like being at LA Fitness, like leg day, gotta, or like, let me see, and seeing Le'Veon Bell there. Wouldn't that be insane?
That'd be crazy.
Is there a marker board where you write your name if you got next? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and every basketball game I've done, there's always a marker board, and he's waiting to have next from Connor, so we'll see.
Crazy. Good call by you. All right. Are you concerned, though, with what you saw from the Panthers, to get back to this game, not, fantasy world, more concerned with the Panthers and more impressed by the Steelers?
I would say more impressed by the Steelers. The Panthers ran into a red-hot team. Steelers are moving at a pace that could easily put them in the playoffs and, for the first time in a long time, convincingly beat the Patriots. I'm not saying they will, because that's still the big, bad dragon that they have to slay. But I was just reading about hot steel, because I don't know much about it. And hot steel is rolled at 1,700 degrees. And that seems like the temperature of this offense. Big Ben is playing on fire. I think he has 3 of the best duos in the game, AB and Juju. Yeah. You look at the running back core, you have James Conner, and if Lev gets back, James Conner and Le'Veon. And then, not to mention, you got 2 tight ends that are playing like some of the best in the business, Vance McDonald and Jesse James. That's 3 duos that every team would love to have. Now, on the flip side of hot steel, there's cold steel. I don't want to take up too much time, but there's a dude named Paul Arnold. He was the first phenom I ever met, one of my close friends. 6th grade Duncan, ran over everybody in football, like literally a phenom. He was different than everybody else. Okay. We played our sophomore season. He would come on the bus after scoring like 3 or 4 touchdowns, and we would all bang on the bus and say, cold steel, because if you ever put your hands on cold steel, it goes straight to your bones, straight to your core, like you can feel it. And that's that defense. These guys are hitting like old school Steelers defense. Like last week against the Ravens, I remember watching that game like, okay, that's old school, nasty, hit you in the mouth, make your nose bleed football. Right. And they did the same thing to Cam Newton. If they can play that way on the defense side of the ball moving forward and match what the offense is doing every game, these guys are going to skate their way into the AFC Championship game.
Number one defense over the past 5 weeks.
Number one. Kay said the defense is on fire, and then they showed it last night against a great team. I think it was the most impressive win of the entire season, the way they beat down that good of a team. And the question about the NFC and Carolina is, to your point, was that just they had a bad night, or is there something fundamentally wrong with Carolina?
They're red hot, too.
Super red hot. And I thought it was interesting. There's a couple guys. Cam was more like, we got our butts kicked, it's okay. Ron Rivera came out and says, bleep happens. I've seen this in this league. I thought Greg Olsen was great on it because he said, sure, yeah, we're going to be all right. But, quote, we also can't pretend it didn't happen. It did. It happened for a reason. Greg Olsen, we've got to correct this bleep. This doesn't just all of a sudden go away.
Talk about it.
So maybe they're not knocked off. I'm not saying the Panthers are meaningless, but are they really a top echelon title game type team? We don't know. There was also something that came out last night on social media I think is very important.
What?
We know the Panthers held the L. Did they also catch some Z's? We need to weigh in on this. There was a shot on the sideline. People on Twitter are chirping. You're looking at Kyle Love of the Carolina Panthers, and it looks like he's out and he just woke up, and he does the full, where am I? What's going on? I don't know if maybe he's meditating or he's deep in his thoughts or he's praying, but Kyle Love, they call him Dr. Love, seemed to be in night-night time. So he was asleep. I'm, meanwhile, at the table, am always wide awake. I talk football. I would turn to Kay and Nate. Do you guys think he's asleep? What do you guys think? You saw the clip. What do you guys think, Kay and Nate?
No more angry runs.
So the Seahawks won. They're incredible, right? That's right. Kay was dreaming about...
Shut up.
That's a different type of dream right there, girl.
What were you dreaming about? Tell me right now.
I was dreaming about Friday night drinks tonight.
My man.
Friday night drinks?
All right, good. I'm going to be having some drinks. That ain't going to be with you, buddy.
That is what do you make of that? But not me.
Your dream?
What do you make about the guy on the bench?
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was good in Heroes, personally. I thought that was his best role. Yeah. Like when he was playing the guy who could fly, he was great in that one, right? Hey. Rocky's kid, too? Anyway.
I love you.
Save Kay Adams, saved the world, man.
Oh.
Hey.
I'll hook you up. I tried to on the red carpet and she froze up. She was falling asleep on the red carpet.
Nate, everybody ever sleep on the sideline in your experience? Full out, asleep, getting the head bobs in history class.
That happened to me one time in college.
He wasn't even bobbing, he was just down.
He was out. He was out. Big boys be out.
Meditating.
You know
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, he was. Listen, there's no way you could fall. In those conditions.
Meditate like this, don't
You can meditate,
And it was
that
cold,
means he's just a
too.
really good meditator. I will say this. They are a Saints win over the Bengals away from falling 2 games back in their division, right? And then you've got the Falcons to worry about. We're talking about teams that are red hot. Falcons look good. So if the Falcons get a win over their opponent, the Browns, then it's just going to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
We're sleeping on the Falcons.
yeah, they'll pull away, right? So then you look at these 4 games that we showed you, right? It's at Lions, it's Seahawks, it's at Bucks, it's at Browns. I'm not worried about those games, but I will say if they slip up at any of these 4 games, then I'll worry. Because they've got that Saints, Falcons, Saints situation to wrap up the season. Every one of those games is going to matter. Do not lose to the Lions, to the Seahawks, to the Bucks, or the Browns. Then I'll worry.
Then you're worried, but not yet, though. And it's the red-hot Steelers. This could be the best team in football, well-rounded. We take it for what it is. At Week 10, they were playing like the best team on the field.
What's funny, Dennis the Menace?
I'm just thinking, if you're Kyle Love, how do you spin that? I tried to find if he has a Twitter account. I don't believe he's on Twitter, because normally they'd be like, I was doing this, I was doing that.
He's going to say, I was meditating.
That's meditating?
I was sitting there manifesting and visualizing what I wanted to happen. That's exactly what he's going to say. That's what he should say.
Listen to Adams. She can direct you, Kyle Love, if you're interested in it. I think you were
Adams,
asleep.
PR,
So
over
was
here.
I watching that game.
Visualizing, like you and Milo.
Is it Milo or Milo?
It's Milo.
I don't
Whatever you want it to be,
It's
Kay.
objectively Milo.
Our VIP section is what